Hello, good morning everyone. I hope you all had a good night's rest and welcome to the morning session. We'll just kick off by going through the normal trading plan, and as usual we kick off with the economic calendar. So we'll see if there are any reports of high importance due out today, and we'll also note reports of medium importance to see if it will affect the market we're trading. And the main market we're trading obviously is the Euro US dollar. So we're looking for reports that could affect the Euro US dollar. So today is Wednesday, the 24th of September. So we can see at a glance for the whole day that there are no reports of high importance due out today. Well, we can see a couple of reports of medium importance. So it's important to note what they're about. And I can see here this one at 3 o'clock, the U.S. new home sales. So usually reports to do with home sales and the housing industry can also affect the market. And that's at 3 p.m. So that's the U.S. new home sales at 3 p.m. So although we'll still go ahead and look for opportunities to trade, but in view of that report at 3 p.m., although it's not a report of high importance, but anything to do with the housing markets and new home sales could affect the market. So if you do lose out on your first trade before 3 p.m., it would be advisable to wait till 3 p.m. before you place your second trade. So it's one to note. And obviously, it would be a good idea to check your trades to around 3 p.m. when that report is announced. Okay, so that's our plan for today. We'll go ahead, look for opportunities in the market. We'll meet again at 12 midday. We'll place our orders, but only have one attempt at the market prior till 3 p.m. Okay, so let's have a look at the charts. So looking at the Euro US dollar, when we met last night, we noticed that the market was trending sideways, and we demarcated the sideways trend with the two white lines last night. We can see the market spiked the lower part of the sideways trend and went back up and continued trending sideways. So we will still regard that as a sideways trend, and we'll just move the low point to the new low point for the sideways trend. So the new low point there is 2838. So I'll just move that down to 2838. There we are. So that's the new sideways trend. So that's the new sideways trend of the market. And we can see clearly the pivot point is within the sideways trend. So we can't use the pivot point to trade. So the only opportunities we have to trade is the first support, which is clearly outside the sideways trend, and the first resistance, which is also outside the sideways trend. So I'll be placing a pending buy order just above the first resistance and a pending sell order just below the first support. And again, it's because those 2 points of entry are outside the sideways trend. So I'll start with the buy order just above the first resistance. And as usual, I use a 20 pips stop loss and a 60 pips profit limit, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So that's 2. Okay, so that's the buy, pending buy, and my pending sell order. So again, 20 pips stop to sell and profit limit 60 pips below. So that will be 2.764. There we are. So I have my pending sell order below S1 with a 20 pip stop loss, 60 pips profit limit, and a pending buy order just above R1, the first resistance, with a 20 pip stop loss and a 60 pips profit limit. So again, they're just pending orders, they're not live trades, so we'll just see what happens. If the market continues to trend sideways all day, then fine, we'll keep out of the market. But if the market goes up and it breaks the first resistance, then I'll buy. I've got a pending order there to buy. Obviously, if it takes the buy order first, then you delete the pending sell order and concentrate on the live trade. Obviously, if it falls first and breaks the first support and takes the sell order first, then you delete the pending buy order. And like I said, we only have one attempt at the market prior till 3 p.m. But we'll meet again at midday to reassess the market. Any questions? If you have any questions, do click the hand button or send your questions through to the question box. There's a question, can we have a session on swing trading? Yes, I can do that tonight. We can just talk about swing trading tonight. So when we round up, I'll make a note of that, and I hope you remind me in the evening when we meet again in the evening. We'll discuss swing trading after we've rounded up for the day this evening. We'll discuss swing trading. Any other questions? Comments before we go for breakfast? Brilliant. So good. So if there are no questions, I wish you all a good breakfast. Take good care of your trades, and we'll meet again at 12 midday. Oops, there's a question here. Good morning, Bumi. Are you just saying hello to me, or do you have a question? I can see your hand up, but okay. I'm not sure what's happened to you. Okay, I'll just quickly round up what we've done. Like I said, there are no reports coming out today, no reports of high importance. We've got a report of medium importance coming out at 3 p.m. GMT +1, the U.S. new home sales. So we're going to have one attempt at the market prior to that. We can now see the market is trending sideways, Euro-US dollar trending sideways between the two white lines, which we've marked out our sideways trend. And the pivot point, the yellow line, is within the sideways trend, so we can't use that to trade because you don't trade within a sideways trend. But the first resistance is outside the sideways trend, and the first support is outside the sideways trend. So we've got a pending buy order above the first resistance and a pending sell order below the first support. And like I said, we only have one attempt at the market till then. Okay, so I hope you got that for me. I think that was your question, the plan for the day. So that's the plan for today. Okay, good. Brilliant. Okay, so you all have a good breakfast, and we'll speak later. Obviously, you get a link to download the recording as usual, and we'll speak again at midday. Take care. God bless.